What's going on, everybody? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, I want to talk Zhilei Zhang versus Joseph Parker, you guys. Yes, it's going down on the Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou fight that's taking place in Saudi Arabia, you guys. Again, these guys are really making a footprint in boxing. They're trying to, anyways. You know what I mean? They are. I mean, they're putting on a lot of the best fights, a lot of the key fights that hardcore fans want to see, and other fight fans as well want to see. You're just probably not gonna be able to see them live, unless you're gonna go all the way to Saudi Arabia. But it's a good matchup. Stylistically, I think both fighters are going to be game. Joseph Parker, I like what I've seen out of Joseph Parker in his last outing. Um, so much so I had to change my pick after the third round from Deontay Wilder scoring a, you know, mid to late knockout to Joseph Parker winning by the unanimous decision. It's probably one of the best things I've done last year. Um, or was it the beginning of this year? It was the beginning of this year. Anyways, it was an awesome fight. Awesome fight. No, not even awesome fight. The Deontay Wilder versus Parker was an okay fight. It was an awesome card, is what I really want to get at. You got Jarrell Big Baby Miller versus Daniel Dubois. I mean, you literally had fights on there that could have been main events by themselves. You know, I mean, Anthony Joshua versus Otto Wallin, that's a good fight. Joseph Parker versus Deontay Wilder, that's a good fight. Both could be, headline fights. And then you got, like I told you, Jarrell Big Baby Miller um, versus Miller fight. I think that was fight of the night because it was so good. But I don't know. But then subscribe, man. That he says, great fight, man. Yeah, yeah. I think that's a good fight as well, man. I really do. I like that fight, man. Zhilei Zhang came off of an impressive knockout over Joe Joyce, um, that nobody really seen coming. I mean, even hardcore fans didn't even pick that, man. I mean, a casual could see the build of Joe Joyce. Um, there's a whole lot of Joes going on. Pause. But a blind. I mean, somebody that doesn't even watch boxing would probably favor Joe Joyce just because of the physiques alone. And the build. You know, Joe Joyce standing at like 6'4". I mean 6'6", 6'7", like 200 and 650. You know, what is Zilly saying? Like six. I want to say 6'4", 6'5". 245, between 65. Excuse me, my butchering the weights. They're not right in front of me. But shout out to Gino in the chat. He says, I was shocked at and the freaking, and now Joe Joyce is looking around like, what the fuck happened? What happened was you got too comfortable doing the same shit because it was working, and once somebody came at you with a new whole different way to beat you, and he stood on that, you know, you couldn't get out of the way of one punch, literally. You know what I mean? The same punch kept hitting you over and over and over and over. And by the end of the fight, I mean, it's only but so much your body can take of the same punch in the same area. Joe Joyce's eye was completely finished in the first fight, you know? And in the second fight, he just succumbed to the blows and shit. It was really, to be honest with you, It was not only brutal, ice season worthy, um, banger certified, but Zhilei Zhang showed that he had heart, he had determination, and that he was coming in there. Nobody believed him that he was going to beat Joe Joyce, not once but twice. Nobody believed him, but he did it, and I commend him on that. I commend him on that. I think he did a hell of a job, um, and I think Zhang's a good fighter. Right here, we see Zhang is 26-1 with one draw, and I mean, like I said, man, the guy he's a good fighter. 21 wins by way of knockout, and then you got Joe Joyce, 34-3 with 23 big wins by way of knockout. Yeah. He's been knocked out once as well. But yeah, man, it's a really good fight. Uh, Here's Joseph Parker and beating Deontay Wilder. I think that he would beat. I think with that same game plan, he beats Wilder 10 out of 10 times. I say 9 out of 10 times, because you gotta, maybe 8 out of 10 times, because you gotta leave room opening for that right hand that Wilder has. But he was able to, do well, you know, in the whole fight. He didn't get knocked down. He didn't get, particularly buzzed. He stuck to the game plan. Andy Lee drew up a beautiful game plan for him, and it worked. It actually worked. You know, and I commend them. I commend Team Parker. I commend, all of the big fighters that's been out there that's been doing well. You know, and actually showing up in big time moments, big time fights. It gets no bigger than that, man. You're at you're in Saudi Arabia, you're on the undercard, you know, of a massive card, you know. You're not even on the undercard, you're on co-main event, and you performed, dude. Joseph Parker performed the best that he's performed in his entire career. Okay, against Wilder. That was his single best performance ever. Because you can't say that performance against Andy Ruiz was really anything of note. I mean, yeah, he won that fight, but it was really tight, you know? And a lot of people thought Andy Ruiz won that fight, you know? So, I'm going to be honest with you, man. And then Joseph Parker, he lost to Joshua. And, like I say, he got 3 losses. But he says, Gino in the chat says, yeah, it hasn't been heard of since. Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. He says, Joyce retired or what? Hey, what's up with Crawford? What's he got lined up? He's losing momentum. Yeah, they're gonna hold him out, man. Until that Earl Spence eye things gets right. Because look, if Crawford goes in there and fights anybody else, they're gonna be like, yo, why the fuck you ain't fighting Jerome Boots Ennis? You know? He's the mandatory for the IBF strap. If Crawford even sneezes wrong, he's gotta fight Jerome Boots Ennis. I mean, that's where it's at right now with that. What I can see, you know, politically and everything. Like, politics play a big part in boxing, you guys. You got to remember that. Okay? There's a rematch clause in the Earl Spence Terrence Crawford fight. And at this point, Terrence Crawford's got to honor that. Where else is he going to go? You know? You don't want to fuck over Al Heyman. Because my dad always says, you never burn a bridge that you might have to walk across one day. Remember that shit, man. You know? And it's just like, smash that like button too, you guys. Let's get these likes up, man. ASAP. It's 5 in the morning. And I mean, we got to get this algorithm popping at some time. Come on, man. Let's get these likes up. But yeah, man, to touch on the Earl Spence Terrence Crawford fight, that's where it's at right now. I would love to see that fight next, to be honest. I would love to see that fight. You guys know Earl Spence is a good fighter. You know what I mean? Great fighter. You know? But he did not look like he did against you guys, against Terrence Crawford. That's a fact. That's a proven fact. Um, he didn't. He didn't. But that's neither here or there. The topic on the discussion today, you guys, is Zhilei Zhang versus Joe Joy. I mean, excuse me, Zhilei Zhang. We already seen that twice. Zhilei Zhang versus Joseph Parker. I'm gonna be honest. Right now, I'm edging towards Joseph Parker if he keeps the same camp. If he keeps the same, you if he keeps the same camp. If Joseph Parker keeps the same camp, I got Joseph Parker winning. Um, I really, really like what I've seen out of uh, out of Joseph Parker and his camp. They showed me that he can win. They showed me that he can win under tough circumstances, foreign soil for both. But he shined. You know, when everybody doubted him, including me in the beginning. When everybody doubted him, including me in the beginning, like I say again, I don't get them all right, but including me in the beginning, Joseph put these lights up ASAP. You know, and he shined. He not only shined, he really proved a lot of the naysayers. You know, he proved them wrong, man. He proved them wrong. You know, and now he's facing a big puncher like Zhilei Zhang, man. Zhilei Zhang ain't nothing to fuck with. He damn sure ain't nothing to play with. And so I'm real curious to see how this fight's gonna go. Because the more I think about it, if Joseph Parker doesn't be careful, if Joseph Parker doesn't play his cards right, he can get knocked out as well. Zhilei Zhang has that much power. I mean, he destroyed Joseph Parker. I mean, Joe Joyce, the other Joe. He destroyed him. But that camp that you're looking at right there, that's behind Joseph Parker in this picture. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's get these likes up. But that camp behind Joseph Parker is the winning formula. That's a winning formula. Okay? He's not chiseled, he's not cut like I once seen him, Joseph Parker I'm talking about, but he's in fighting shape. And I can tell that. He was not always in fighting shape in some of his fights. I've seen fights where he was not in fighting shape at all. He was to be honest with you, to be honest with you, he was more of an embarrassment that he actually, showed up like that. I don't think he was in shape for the Joe Joyce fight at all, top shape. And I don't even think Joe Joyce was in tip top shape. A lot of these heavyweights, man, you can tell. Just look at their early career, okay, and then look at their career now. A lot of these heavyweights start forming love handles. You know, a lot of these fighters, you know, and open up these wide holes that a real boxer could see that there are openings in. Like quickness, speed, agility. You know, you got to be in tip top shape to fuck with the top dogs, man. Fuck with all in the music. You know, I can't even say Tyson Fury because to be honest with you, man, Tyson Fury has, you know, just went to the well one too many times, and it's finally gonna catch up with him against Alexander Usyk. It's finally gonna catch up with him. You know, you can only go like I told Joe Abibs. Awesome friend, awesome guy. You know, got love for that brother, man. You know what I mean? Joe Habibs. But Tyson Fury has went to the well one too many times. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not sure if he can go to the well again. Now, right now, and right now, and Joseph Parker's career. I mean, excuse me. Right now in Tyson Fury's career, he's got to put up or shut up. He's been talking a lot of craziness to Alexander Usyk. Um, Usyk, I feel like, is fully dedicated, fully trained. Usyk's got to have a really good camp as well. You know, Usyk's getting up there in age. Tyson Fury's getting up there in age. You know, the winner might retire. I'm being honest with you guys. The winner legitimately might retire. Legitimately. You know, and Usyk versus Fury. That's not out of the realm of possibilities. You know, but as far as, that fight goes, you guys know I'm picking Usyk, and I'm picking Usyk by knockout. I'm gonna see what type of shape Tyson Fury's in, but 9 times out of 10, I'm picking knockout. If he comes in tip top shape, unanimous decision. If I see any type of slippage in training or any type of, where I got to question, you know, did he really get it in? If I got to question Tyson Fury, knockout. It's ice season for that guy. You know what I mean? I'll know come fight night for sure. Okay. But yeah, man. Joseph Parker moves on. We still don't really know what Wilder's gonna do. We thought Wilder might be fighting Zhilei Zhang. He didn't fight him. So now it's Joseph Parker's turn. Um, Zhilei Zhang versus Joseph Parker. Awesome, awesome fight. I do not depends on the game plan of Joseph Parker. If the game plan of Joseph Parker is to outbox him, which he possibly could, like he did Wilder, Joseph Parker's a good boxer. You know, Joseph Parker's a good boxer. And I would love to see what Joseph Parker has left. You know, can he get back into that tip top shape? Can he be that top guy that we all think he can possibly be somewhere deep down with the right training, right nutrition, right camp? Joseph Parker's a bad boy, man. Because I still think Joseph Parker has a really good chin. I just think that Joe Joyce caught him, caught him, to be honest with you, caught him, with his pants down. Excuse my, but he caught him with, pretty much, not ready at all. You know, physically, mentally, training camp wise, everything. He talked about it. So it's like I seen that slippage before that fight, man. It's like, Joseph Parker's a good fighter though. You know, BFTB boxing, what's happening, man? He says Corey Leader, my homie, what's good? The only man that said beats them all. You already know, man. Parker proved he's a very good boxer. Yes. He's got my boy Wilder and Ruiz on his resume. Facts. 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 And yeah, and Usyk, man. Don't forget the main wolf. With all of these wolves, there's one wolf that's numero uno that I told you from the jump. BFTB, I'm spitting so many facts at 5 fucking a.m. in the morning. Facts. Flamethrower. You know what I mean? Facts. Damn it. You know what I mean? 6 years going. Usyk, the best. Still undefeated out of all the heavyweights. No draws, no nothing. Usyk. Should I digress? I'm just telling you, like, it's facts, you know? And nobody believes that. He said, I swear, no, I didn't believe you. Facts. I heard it in your voice. Facts. BFTB Boxing, subscribe to my brother now, ASAP. When you guys rewatch this, algorithm all fucked up, but we still going. You're the only one that said music beats everybody. I stand on that. I stand on that. So I said the same for Inouye and said the exact same thing for Better Beef. Don't forget how Better Beef, BFTB. Go back. I made a video 5 years ago about Archer Better Beef being the most avoided fighter in boxing, period. Hands down, period. Facts. 5 years ago. Facts. Damn it, man. Now everybody want to jump on Better Beefs. Chill. Chill. You know what I mean? This is years ago. You know what I mean? But, like I said, man, other people, get their shit, and they think they the ones that, you know what I mean? No. I got the videos proving facts. You know what I mean? But, you know, I digress. You know? BFTB says he's only been in my pound for pound, but not using. You already know. I always believe in Better Beef. This was years ago. Facts, man. BFTB know what it is, man. Alexander Usyk right now, though, BFTB beats them all, man. You know? Beats Wilder. Beats the shit out Wilder. No disrespect. Beats the dog shit out Wilder. You know what I mean? Beats the dog shit out Wilder. You know what I mean? But I seen some slippage in Wilder. And I'm going to be honest with you, BFTB. I'm glad you're on here, man. I really, truly think that Wilder versus Fury, man, that took a lot out of both guys, man. You know, I've seen slippage in Fury and Wilder since then, man. It's just a fact. Both guys. I mean, Francis Ngannou, to be honest with you, I feel like beat Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? And then Wilder's coming off that loss. So it's like, you can see it. You can just see it. You know? BFTB says, you told me he beats Wilder like 5 years ago. I still don't believe it, though. I got to see it. You already know. You already know, man. Facts. BFTB Boxing know what time it is, man. All love at Corey Lee Boxing, baby. You already know. DMV stand up. Let's get it. BFTB Boxing says you were the only one, and I mean the only one, that believed in Usyk. Facts. I went on Blue Blood and debated with them about Usyk. Facts. With Sugar. Facts. You know what I mean? And stood on that shit. Didn't give a fuck what they was talking about. Stood on it. Usyk. Stood on it. Come on, man. Smash that like button, y'all. He said, BFTB says, you told me Usyk beats everybody when they all were undefeated. Facts. Come on. I told these people, man, Usyk's a different breed, okay? Usyk's a different breed. He trains different. He lives different. He acts different. Usyk do be acting a little weird sometimes, though. No cap, though. But he got his own little, style and the way he carry it. I mean, he play around a lot, but it's the ones that play around a lot that get dead serious. I mean, serious than a motherfucker. Like, it's me or you, and I mean that. You know what I mean? And I mean that, though. I seen that in Usyk's eyes. I seen that in Better Beef's eyes. And I seen that in Inouye's eyes 5 years ago, fam. All three of them. Facts. Videos on all of them. Facts. He says, I make sure I tell everybody what you said to me years ago. Facts. BFTB always show me love when I come to the show, man. Facts. I mean, he always did that. Every time I come on the show, every time I, in the chat, he always showing love, man. Every time, man. BFTB boxing got a good, he got a good live stream, man. He be getting to it too. Y'all gotta check him out, man. He get real turned up on that joint, man. I never seen BFTB boxing turned down. For what? For what? For what? Dude been turned up since birth. BFTB Boxing says, I don't need to lie or cap. I know what you said to me, and I refuse to allow others to act like they always said what you said. Facts! Damn it, man. I need to pin this motherfucking comment, man. This comment need a star on it, yo. I had to put a star on that joint. I had to put a star on this joint. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all put a star on that joint, BF. BFTB. It's a star on that joint. GCGB. What's happening, man? What's happening? He said, I got Zhang over Parker. I don't know, fam. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Right now, if Parker stays with the same camp and the same, Billy Joe Saunders, fucking damn, what the fuck is his name? The trainer, Ireland, Joe, fuck, can't remember his name. But yeah, man, you know what I'm talking about, man. He is a good trainer. And yeah, Parker got good movement. GCGB says Zhang over Parker. Tough one. Says ice season, game over. Okay. 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 I hear you over there. Ice season over there. You know what time it is. You already know how we rock. BFTB Boxing says that's a tough one to call. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And right now, man, you got to understand, man, it's a lot of fighters out there, you guys, that are really nice, man. That are really nice, that don't get the recognition. But right now, it's about Parker and Zhang. And you guys got to understand, man, they both are older fighters, man. Both, but to be honest, Zhang is what, near his 40s? What, Zhang almost 40, ain't it? Yeah, he up there. Joseph Parker's still in his early 30s. So I feel like Parker, I gotta go with the younger guy, and especially the younger guy that's got the right camp behind him. If he's got the camp that you see in this picture behind him, I'm picking him. I'm picking him for sure. BFTB says, yeah, he like 40. Facts. How long you think a 40, 41, 42-year-old is gonna start beating these motherfuckers? You know what I mean? How long do you think they're going to keep beating these motherfuckers? Zhilei Zhang, my bad, but a focus, dedicated, with something on the line, possibly an interim belt, something, you know what I mean, to look forward to. Zhilei Zhang could possibly get knocked out by Joseph Parker, because I think Joseph Parker could have knocked out Wilder. Wilder was hurt, and I believe it was either the ninth, 10th or the 11th, his legs didn't look right. His legs was not underneath him all the way. And I feel like if Parker had that killer instinct, he could have got him out of there. He could have got him out of there, you know, but he didn't. He didn't. Yeah. Yeah. He clipped him. No, but he did. But that come with the sport, BFTB. Our champions, to some are heroes, to others, people that people look up to Wilder, young brothers look up to Wilder, you know. I just hope that, Wilder knows when to call it quits when it's time, man. That's all I ask, man. I don't want to see Wilder out here getting memed out. You know what I mean? When it's time to go, lace him up. I mean, hang him up. But that's on him that's on for him to 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 go over with his camp, with his team. But what I seen out of Parker versus the Wilder versus Parker fight, and him coming in at that very, very lean 213, it worries me, to say the least. Okay? Against a guy like Jared Anderson. You know what I mean? You know, use it, you know. Um Shit, even Wilder versus Daniel Dubois at this point, man. Daniel Dubois put it on Miller, man. I like what I seen out of Dubois. Okay. I wasn't always sold on Dubois, but I like what I seen out of him. He showed me heart. He showed me determination. And Daniel Dubois, for once, showed me that he wanted to finish a motherfucker. He wanted to finish him. Okay. I didn't think he was going to get it. Had money on him getting the knockout. Didn't think he was going to get the knockout, even with the money on the knockout, but he still got the knockout. That's why Daniel Dubois, buddy, you are all right with me, man. You know, I think you might have possibly, took another way out in some of these other fights I've seen you in before, man. But for the Miller versus Dubois fight, I like what I seen, and I commend you on that, man. You did your thing, man. You really did your thing. He says, yeah, he clipped my boy bad. That shit sucked. Facts. Facts. He got clipped. He got clipped. He got clipped, man. But that comes with the sport, man. That's what it is. I mean, you guys got to understand, these guys are in tip-top shape. Okay. They've been training the whole camp, to fight this guy. And I know Wilder thought he was gonna come in there and, he probably thought he was gonna have a different type of Parker. He probably thought Parker was gonna come in and, try to, I guess, how do I put this? Try to mix it up a little bit more with Wilder. But he didn't. He didn't. Parker didn't. And Parker got the win because of it. You know? Parker got the win because of it. You know? Parker got the win because of it. And I mean, that's a good win. You know? A Wilder win. I'm telling you, that's Joseph Parker's best win of his career. Hands down, period. Hold on real quick, y'all. Do not leave. Hold on real quick. Hey, so look, man, like I was saying, y'all, I mean, Zhilei Zhang, he's been doing his thing. He's been really doing his thing, y'all. I can't lie. Zhilei Zhang's been really doing his thing, but enough's enough. Enough's enough. He just really, Zhilei Zhang, to be honest with you guys, and I respect Joe Joyce and all he's done, but he's been really just waiting to get, knocked out, to be honest. I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. Zhilei Zhang, there's openings all over. Pause. But it is what it is. I mean, Zhilei Zhang is not the biggest threat in the heavyweight division. You know what I mean? By no means. You know? Him and Herkovich had a fucking awesome fight. I would have loved to see a rematch of Herkovich versus Zhilei Zhang. But this will work. Joseph Parker versus Zhang. It'll show who's, who's coming up on that second tier level. These are kind of like the new, Dillian Whites and Derek Chisors of the 2024 era. You know what I mean? And you know, respect to Parker for boxing beautiful. Yeah, 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 BFTB. Yeah, man. No doubt. He boxed good. He boxed really good. And I mean, when you box good like that, you get rewarded. Most of the time. Not all the time. I said most of the time. You know, we know how them refs like to fuck with motherfuckers, especially motherfuckers that deserve it. The win it is. GSGB says Parker will be on his bike. He says Parker would be on his bike. Miller was a mummy in there. Yeah, 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 yeah. I want to see if Parker can really get out of the way of some of those. I want to see if Parker can really, do what I think he can do. Cause I mean, Zhilei Zhang's got that power. You guys see it on the screen. Zhang has that power, man. Who's beat Zhang? I got their resumes right here. Hold on real quick, you guys. I got their resume. I'm gonna pull it up because you know what? I was prepared today. I was prepared. You know what I mean? I was prepared. You called me on a good day. I was prepared. So look, this is Parker's resume. Okay, you asked for. Let me pull up. Let me pull up Zhang's resume. Hold on, let me delete something. All right. Here goes Zhang's resume, y'all. This is what Zhang's looking like. This is Zhang's. This is the top guy Zhang's beat. Okay. Y'all looking? Okay. He's beaten Joe Joyce twice, knocked Joe Joyce out twice, lost a unanimous decision, close unanimous decision to Filip Hrgovic. A lot of people thought that he won that fight. Okay. Then he knocked out Scott Alexander, Craig Lewis, got a draw with Jerry Forrest. That was a tough fight. Jerry Forrest really, showed out in that fight. And I believe Jerry Forrest got the Joshua fight after that as well. So good things happen. You get a draw with Zhilei Zhang. I'm not exactly sure if that was the same timeline, but it was around that time. Devin Vargas says, oh, yeah, he beats Devin Vargas. I haven't really heard of Devin Vargas. I haven't really heard of the other guys he beat before that either. So yeah, Filip Hrgovic on up. So I say between. Well, I heard of Jerry Forrest. That's definitely, you know what I mean. Shout out to Jerry Forrest. So I've heard of some of the guys on his resume. He hasn't beat any killers or anything. I mean, some people say Joe Joyce is really like that, you know. But to me, Joe Joyce, to be honest, is kind of sort of a one-trick pony, and he's more robotic. You know what I mean? I think a guy like Usyk will have a field day with Joe Joyce. Beat him in the amateurs already. I think he'll beat him in the pros. But you know, yeah, man. He says, "Who's beat Zhang?" Filip Hrgovic. But like I said, that was a tough fight. You know, and like BFTB Boxing says, he thinks Zhang won that fight. Me too. Me too. I think they gave Filip Hrgovic that because he was the A side, I believe. Zhilei Zhang came in there on some late replacement shit, I think. Or either it was something wild that was going on with that promotion or something. I can't really remember that shit off the top of my head, but I just remember, I remember Filip Hrgovic being that guy, and then I remember Zhilei Zhang, people kind of writing him off, after he, had that fight, you know what I'm saying, with Jerry Forrest. People were like, wow, you know, you got to draw with Jerry Forrest. People didn't really think too highly of Jerry Forrest. So when you got to draw with Jerry Forrest, you know what I'm saying? That kind of, raised that level of concern. Like, is this guy even really like that? Filip Hrgovic had to try for himself, And what he came to find out was it was a little bit more than it, he bit off a little bit more. I mean, he still was able to chew it, but I mean, Zhilei Zhang could have possibly stopped Philip Herkovich. Let's just call a spade a spade. I mean, if he really, really would have bit down and really, knew that he had Philip Herkovich hurt and knew that, he could hurt him like that, I feel like a rematch would go different. And I would possibly favor Zhang in a rematch with Philip Herkovich, but they're not gonna go there. And I believe Zhilei Zhang would welcome a rematch. Awesome fight, awesome fight. Uh, BFTB in the boxing says, I want to say it was a late replacement and Zhang was putting hands on him. Yeah, man. Philip Herkovich is not all that he's cracked up to be. I don't know why motherfuckers keep boosting him up like he that guy and shit. Like he's supposed to be next up because he IBF mandatory and shit. Just because you IBF mandatory don't mean you can't get iced, motherfucker. That's a fact. You know what I mean? A lot of these motherfuckers that want a belt and want to get notarized and want to be like, I'm next in line. I'm next in line. You got to be very careful what you ask for because when you get it, are you able to handle it once you get it? You know what I mean? And we see a lot of guys aren't, man. You know, a lot of guys, bite off more than they can chew, man. Especially in boxing, man. The promoters and shit got them hyped up, thinking they gonna win. Like in this, like prime example, prime motherfucking example. I got a perfect example for you guys out there. This is a classic live stream. Please smash that like button, man. Let's get these likes up. BFTB Boxing is in the building. Salute. Gino is in the building. Everybody else in the chat, salute in the building. 5 a.m. live stream. Smash that like button. You already know the business. Damn near 6 a.m. live stream. Smash that like button. You know the business. But prime example of a promoter pushing a fighter that's really not ready and really not like that. Okay? Y'all want to know who I'm talking about? I'm talking about your boy, Fast Eddie Hearn. Okay? He's the promoter in this example. And this is based on a true story, should I say. Eddie Hearn promoting the shit out of Callum Smith. And what the fuck happened? What happened? Can you guys tell me what happened when Callum Smith took on Arthur Betterbeef last weekend? Can you guys tell me what happened in that fight? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I called that shit damn near to the T. Go back and watch my breakdowns. I said round number 7 through 9. Callum Smith is getting iced. What happens? Mid 7th round. Betterbeef start putting that pressure on him. But nah, Eddie Hearn said that Callum Smith could mysteriously knock out Arthur Betterbeef. How? What has showed you that he could knock out Betterbeef? What? And going the distance with Canelo Alvarez ain't cutting it. Sorry, it ain't. He got iced. He got, man, how they say it in the hood, man. He got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Facts. I mean, it looked crazy for him, you know? In that 7th round, took that knee and shout out to his trainer, man, Buddy McGirt. Buddy McGirt saved him from a couple years off his boxing career. Facts. Facts. You know? Buddy McGirt saved Callum Smith off of years off his boxing career. If Buddy McGirt wouldn't have stopped it in the 7th round and Callum Smith would have got up for more punishment because it wasn't going to be, nothing was going to go his way after this. He had a 0.1% chance on winning that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, almost like it was so small. He couldn't win this fight. I'm telling you. So for Eddie Hearn to hype these guys up, it's funny as shit, bro. Cause it's like, dude, you didn't even think your fighter could do it. You're hyping this motherfucker up like you really believe he can do it. And to be honest with you, to Eddie Hearn's credit, Eddie Hearn might have really truly thought that his fighter Colin Smith had a chance. I mean, which I never would have seen that. I don't know how the fuck he seen that. I knew when that fight got announced, ice season written all over it. And I bet on that shit. Put my money right where my mouth at. Pause. No problem. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, how are you gonna say that, these fighters are out here ready when, you got promoters like that setting motherfuckers up like that, man? Fuck no, there's no way. But I mean, what can you do? You at 175. Archer Beterbiev got 75% of the belts. I mean, what are you to do if you're a 175-pound fighter and you can make the fight? It ain't like Bob Arum shooting down offers. Shit. They're taking offers for Beterbiev. Facts. Still one of the most dangerous fighters, and still one of the most, you know what I'm saying, outlandish fighters there is out there right now. Outstanding talent. Artur Beterbiev, originally from Russia. You know? But yeah, man. I've been going live for about 45 minutes. I stretched this one out a little bit, man. My boy BFT was in here. I gotta get some shut eye. I still haven't been to sleep yet since yesterday. Um, but yeah, man, you know I love talking boxing with you guys, man. BFTB, I'm gonna have to call in the show or something, man. I need some motherfucking airtime. Hey, man, you already know, man. We're gonna have to link up, man, for real, man. Especially when that Usyk Tyson Fury fights comes, I'll come on the show and break it down for y'all, man. Facts. You know what I mean? No problem. Get on that bitch and light fire. You know what I mean? No problem. You know? But yeah, man. This fight is going down, you guys, on the undercard of Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua. Joseph Parker, okay, versus Zhilei Zhang. It's going down. It's an awesome fight. I would, can't wait to see what you guys say in the comment section when the video's over. Definitely like, comment, and share this joint, man. If you guys know somebody that's, been talking about Joseph Parker getting that win and whatever like that, share this video with them. People from, China or whatever, and they like boxing or whatever, share this shit to them. You know what I mean? This some real shit they need to hear, man. Cause I ain't, ride nobody. You know what I mean? So, you know, just calling straight down the middle. Right now, Parker keeps his same camp. He wins this fight. This is Parker's fight to lose, in my eyes. Especially coming off that Wilder win. Yeah, both guys coming off spectacular wins, man. Both guys coming off awesome wins. Zhilei Zhang destroying Joseph Park. I mean, excuse me. Zhilei Zhang destroying Joe Joyce not once, but twice. Once is once is once is okay, but twice is nice. Twice is nice. Yeah. Hell yeah. You know? He says, yo, I missed your pick, Usyk or Fury. Usyk, man. Usyk is gonna be moving all over that ring, man. You know? He's gonna utilize his reach, which Tyson Fury has a better reach than him, but he's gonna still utilize his reach. Okay. Okay. And you guys got to understand, coming from that southpaw stance, man, he's gonna make problems for, Tyson Fury. A lot of people don't want to make a whole lot of note of it, man, but southpaws cause trouble. I'm southpaw, so I know, when I've been in the ring and stuff like that before, the matchup that it can cause, you know. And I'm not even saying I was, I'm not even saying I was like that guy, like, you know what I mean? Because I still had other shit going on. I could never get boxing 100%, you know. Um, because I always had to work. I always had to, pay these bills and shit. So, but that's why I can break down when I know a motherfucker's lying, man, about their conditioning or about their training and about shortcuts that they take. A lot of these boxers take shortcuts and it fucks them in the end. It really does, you know. But yeah, man, I'll talk to you guys all night and women out there. I'll talk to you all night, man, if I could, man. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will be doing my breakdown, Gino, on another live stream, Tyson Fury versus Usyk. Just know that Usyk will win. Put the house on Usyk, okay? We're taking it home, baby. Well, he's taking it home back to the Ukraine. He ain't coming out here. But he's always welcome. Usyk, if you're listening, you're welcome in the DMV area anytime. Take you to a couple good spots and all that shit, man. I got you, dog. You know? But yeah, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. This is Corey Lee Boxing, and you definitely been hit with another banger. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great morning. When you going to work, get it in, grind, hustle, hard work, dedication. You already know, man. You guys have a blessed night, blessed morning. Peace.